Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Psalm 27. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked, even mine enemies and my foes, came upon me to eat up my flesh, they stumbled and fell.
Or business. If anyone has a farm or a business and they need free labor for housing, and you are a safe person, you're credible, maybe you have children of your own, and you have a clean, safe environment, I will work for you for free in exchange for housing. For 3 months, I've been trying to run a GoFundMe on my page for an RV so I can be on my own and go back to school, but it's not working out. Please message me if you're serious.
Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples towards younger brothers. And peace and blessing and salutations to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners who have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, and what I want to get into today, is this topic, has been going around. No brothers that did responses to this video, and I just want to, touch on it from a general perspective. We coming into some very, shiesty times, man. Okay, and people are going to be actors. All right, people are going to play like they're sincere, and they're not, because we're coming to a time where this economy is getting very hard for people to afford to live. All right, and you have Eve, all right, the biggest hyena on the planet. They love, to come around after all preparations have been made to indulge in the perks and the benefits of someone else's labor. Okay, Eve, the goddamn hyena, man. Okay, and what we see in this society, just go to the comments, and we're gonna go to some more videos too to address some things, dealing with this situation. But she's just a representative, all right, of that hyena. Okay, false sympathy, false sincere, okay, mindset that's going to be on these women, man. Okay, and we're going to address this, but you see that in this comment board, all right, that the woman can just go on there, fake cry, beg for help, all right, and there's a whole network of people that's ready to bend over and help this woman. Okay, all right, I have an empty three bedroom, 2-bath in Oklahoma. If you need somewhere safe, Father, in the name of Jesus, cover this young woman. Be careful. A lot of weird people out here. I have an extra room in Arkansas. You can come live with me. Okay, sending protection, abundance, and major positive change your way. All right. Are you in Dallas? We are looking for a live-in nanny, paid. All right. So here it is. You have this network, and see the nigga woman is so used to being able to make poor decision after poor decision, but still somehow gets bailed out, and that's what she's used to. All right, this is how this society has pampered, the nigga woman. Okay, so it's all this help on the comment board, but then you go here and you just listen. That's why, so you just gotta listen to people talk, man. All right, the peep game. Okay, just listen to observe how people talk. So this guy, all right, said you have 39,000 something followers, you'll be all right. All right, and you're going to see that this woman is a bug out. All right, and you see, all right, that she's, pretty much, because let's just go here.
Hey, I just want to congratulate.
And what do you see? The makeup on, all right, the cleavage out. Okay, Eve play these goddamn games, man. Okay?
For getting to 39K. I hadn't even noticed until I saw this comment. And this type of comment is exactly why we are so fucked as a society. We're completely fucked as a society.
Bugged out. Demons. Okay?
39K does not equate to money. Why do you need money? To live.
Well, wait a minute. You a goddamn adult. Okay? You are a goddamn adult. All this, bragging about independent and all this shit. Okay? You're an adult. Okay? Of course you need money. Alright? When did you figure that out? Okay? But it's a crisis when the nigga woman need help. And this is this is what this society has bred the nigga woman to be. Okay? She just gets to live off everyone else's tab. She gets to live off sympathy. She's been done wrong. Well, let's just keep here talking, man. She's the victim. How do we get to this point? I would love to hear the story of how we got to this point. All right?
Basically. Yeah, I wish 39K equated to something. And I wish I was proud enough to really congratulate myself on 39K. But this 39K is painful. It's me oversharing my trials and tribulations. And getting absolutely nowhere. Let's try to rephrase that. I'm growing. I'm going through the growing pains, but I've been through this for so freaking long. I just need to level up. I need to level up. I need to level up. And it's not like I need a cheat code. I need a cheat code. This is not okay. It's not okay. But I love you guys for the 39K. Hopefully at the end of this journey, I won't completely lose my mind. I'll still have my kids and we'll be in our RV. I'll be in college. I'll have a good job. And we can live. We can finally live and be a help to others.
And this shit all an act. Okay, it's just a goddamn act. Alright. And she get on there with the makeup on. Okay, cleavage out. And she's on the auction block to the highest bidder. Okay? TikTok prostitution, man. Okay? And we're going to get to the point of all this in a minute. Alright? Well, it's going to go to another video. Then she said her children. Okay, now, let's go to this other video. Alright? The nigga woman.
If anyone has a farm. Hi, Real Talk with Bubbles. I really appreciate this comment. I believe I was having a terrible moment of weakness. One of my many anxiety attacks. As much as I would love the thought of working for shelter, I couldn't do it with my children.
Wait a minute. You couldn't do it with your children. Where the hell their fathers at? Okay? How did, goddamn, the children just, grow out the carpet? Where the hell their fathers at, man? See, the nigga woman gets to make these poor decisions, bring children into these poor situations, these unstable situations, and still get looked at as the victim and the hero. Okay? Now, I'm saying all this to say this. This same woman will put a head wrap on, okay, and say shalom, okay? But be in this survival mode, man. All right? She'll put a hijab on and be a Muslim. She'll be whatever. She'll put on, you know, the African guards to be Pan-African. She's in survival mode. She's a hyena. There's gonna be a lot of these out here. That's the whole point of this lesson. It's not about her. It's about this is going to be a lot of Eve in these times to come as it gets more hard and it's unaffordable to live, man. Okay, so let's go to a few precepts. All right, let's go to the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 15. It says, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, man. Okay, and you get this word circumspectly. We have to look around, man. Like, we can't be simple. Brothers, don't be simple in these times, man. Okay? Don't just be so thirsty for the warm body to be beside you, man, that you make poor decisions in the clutch, man. All right? And get you a pack of hyenas thinking you're fulfilling Isaiah 4:1, and you got a stable of goddamn hyenas, man. Okay? It says exactly, accurately, or diligently. Okay? And to diligently do what, man? Because you go into the word circumspect. All right? It says circumspect. It says to be cautious, to be wary. To be cautious, to be wary. Literally looking about on all sides, man. Be cautious how we move, man. Be wary, man. Okay? Don't let being deprived of a woman in this captivity, all right, put you in goddamn scrapes, unnecessary scrapes in the clutch, man. Okay? It said to deliberate, all right, guarded, well considered, man. We have to have well considered decision making in these times, man. Being circumspect, knowing, what's going on, knowing how, people are moving, man. Understand the atmosphere of what's happening, man. Okay, not being simple and just so goddamn woman crazy in these times, man. Okay, because there's a lot of hyenas out here, man. Okay, and what do hyenas do? They wait till the lioness, all right, the lions do all the labor of hunting, and then they want to come in and enjoy the kill. Okay, and that's the spirit that the nigga woman is in, man. All right, so going back here, get one more precept, make this long. All right, so we should be moving as wise, man. All right, and you add something like that to your situation, and them bad ass rockhead kids, man, that's gonna be terrible, man. I bet she has a hell of a story to how she got to that point, man. I bet it's involved in much rebellion, pride, all right, dumbass decisions, okay, and much more. Okay, so going here, let's get this in Proverbs 31. Proverbs 31, and let's get towards the end. Proverbs 31 and 30 says, favor is deceitful. Okay, people playing like they in your favor and they're doing you a favor and they all about you, man. They can be extremely deceitful, man. Be mindful. Okay, favor is deceitful. Okay, people have ulterior motives, man. Okay, especially as this thing gets tighter in the clutch, man. It says, and beauty is vain, man. Because she's decent looking. I will be interested to see her without that makeup. Okay, well, she decent looking. All right, and it says, but a woman that feared the Lord, she shall be praised, man. And it's gonna be sincere women that truly fear the Lord. The Lord, they gonna be covered, man. You few sin sisters, you gonna be covered. You gonna be beyond good. All right. Well, this is just a message to the brothers, man. Hey, watch. Okay, the deceit, man. All right, beauty is vain. Okay. Yeah, we not in time, this ain't time just be adding arm candy to your situation. Okay? Be mindful, be considerate, all right? Be well guarded, okay, of what you already got. All right? So Lord will, this was edifying. Till next time I say shalom.